Welcome, foolish mortals, to another episode of the HitchHiking Host Show. I am your host, your ghost host, West Troop, and I am back with another trending topic show for you. We're going to talk about all the news that went down in the Disney World, and maybe the Disneyland. We'll see. We'll see what we get to. But oh yeah, because actually, yeah, that affects that too. There's been a lot of price changes coming. I know you guys love that when there's price changes at the parks. But we got some other news to hit too. But we're gonna get all to it in this episode. So sit back, relax, and let's trend some topics. Last week, Disney broke news about a new tiered pricing system for one-day park tickets, which have gone into effect immediately. Now, that is just one-day park tickets. So if you're going for more than one day, don't worry too much. These are the different tiers. Peak season, including spring break, much of the summer, and late December. This is for Walt Disney World. Disneyland is different. $124 for the Magic Kingdom for one day, or $114 for Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom. The regular season, which is today, through March 11th, is $110 at Magic Kingdom, and then $102 for Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom. And then there are value days, which includes late August and almost all of September. $105 at Magic Kingdom, $97 for the other three parks. And of course, for a more in-depth look, you can go to Disney's website, DisneyParks.com, and check out Disneyland's as well for specific day pricing. Obviously, I can't do it for you. You can't be like, hey Wes, tell me what it's like May 2nd to the 18th. And I'll be like, do it yourself, sucker. But yeah, check out the website if you're looking at a one-day ticket to see how much it would be. See, I've never, ever bought a one-day ticket for the parks, so that doesn't really, do anything to me. I'm always doing the Magic Your Way deals or 5-day passes or whatever. So if you're looking at the one-day tickets, check that out before you go. Now, in an exciting update for Disney's California Adventure, we knew for a year something called Luigi's Rollickin Roadsters was going into the space that used to be Luigi's Flying Tires at Cars Land and Disney's California Adventure. And we knew Luigi had invited his cousins from Carsoli, Italy, to Radiator Springs for a special celebration, which begins on March 7th. That's sort of Swedish, actually. In this all-new attraction, Luigi will turn the tire storage yard behind his Casa del Tires into a dance floor. Cars Land guests will be able to ride along with Luigi's cousins as they move and spin to upbeat Italian music, performing the traditional dances of their hometown village. Each dancing car will have its own high-spirited personality and signature dance moves. It's going to do the spinaroonie, I know it, making every ride unpredictable, as you won't know which way the car will turn or spin next. There's a video that's hit the interwebs this past week showing what the ride will be like. Now, I did ride the flying tires once, and, for me, once was enough. It was alright, it's kind of weird. It just didn't go over like most of the other rides do at the Disney parks. So I think this was good. This was a good idea. The video looks cool. When this ride opens officially next week, I will do a review when I can get a closer look at it and see what exactly it looks like. So next week we'll talk a little bit more about this ride. But until next week, just check out the video that's been online. It's over on the Disney Parks blog. You can find it there, or many other places on the internet. So check that out, and we're gonna look into more of that next week. Now, heading over to the Magic Kingdom, though it's hard to know exactly when the Diamond Horseshoe Saloon is open, it looks like Disney is actually changing course with the location and will be transforming the Diamond Horseshoe into an always open table service restaurant that will begin serving guests every day starting this month actually. The Saloon will feature a fixed price menu that will cost $33 plus tax for adults and $19 plus tax for ages 3 to 9 with regular drinks included. Booze is extra. for the kids for either lunch or dinner, and will consist of 3 courses that include the following. You get an appetizer, which is a frontier salad topped with roasted corn, cornbread croutons, and house-made chipotle ranch dressing. That sounds pretty darn good, I think. You can get an entree. You have a choice. You get one, obviously. The barbecued pulled turkey served over cornbread with seasonal vegetables, spit roasted ham served with country beans and seasonal vegetables, or stewed beef with served mashed potatoes or seasonal vegetables. I'd probably get the pulled turkey out of all that stuff, or the hok tui ham. And then for dessert, you either get a campfire brownie on a graham cracker crust topped with toasted marshmallow, or apple tart. I hope the portions are very large because it doesn't sound like a whole lot for $33. But, hopefully the food will be good. And reservations are now available for dates from March 13th to May 30th. And it's unclear if a show component will be added to the new dining choice, but it looks like we shall see very soon. I've never been in the Diamond Horseshoe. I've been in the Golden Horseshoe at Disneyland, and that's a fast, quick service restaurant. But it sounds very interesting to what's going to go on with the Diamond Horseshoe. Once it all starts, I'll let you know what's going on with it. And while we're over at the Magic Kingdom, there's good news for you who will be heading over to that park in the coming months. An extensive refurbishment for Big Thunder Mountain Railroad had been on the park calendar since last year. Remember, we talked about that on the show a little bit ago. This maintenance period, which was originally scheduled to take place from April 4th through July 16th, has vanished. Though it is possible the project has been completely scrapped, it could show up later in the year. They could take advantage of the slower fall season when not a whole lot of people are there, even though it's usually packed anyway. Slower fall season is not a thing anymore, people. But anyway, for those of you going that time of year, good news. Big Thunder Mountain will be open. Hopefully, they don't change it again. But, so who knows? Maybe it's going to go down later in the year. Maybe it's not at all. But, good news. Over at Disney's Animal Kingdom, effective on March 1st, 2016, which is today, the turkey leg snack will be discontinued at the park, where they have previously, they served it up at the Flame Tree Barbecue. Sadly, this is the second removal of an iconic snack from the park, as churros were discontinued earlier in February. If you enjoy the turkey legs, they are still available at Epcot, Magic Kingdom, and Disney's Hollywood Studios. So it's not like you don't have a choice. You just can't eat it at the Animal Kingdom. For some reason, I don't know why, but that's weird. They took away the churros and they took away those. What's this world coming to? I've never tried a turkey leg. I don't really have the desire to. If someone bought one, I'd probably just eat a little bit of it, but not my bag, baby. Now we're heading over to Disney Springs, and they have confirmed that a number of new shops will be opening later this year. MAC Cosmetics, Anthropology, Superdry, and Free People. I have no clue what any of that is, so it's probably a lot of lady stuff. All of these new shops will be in the town center district of Disney Springs and will welcome their first shoppers sometime this spring, which will be very soon, probably. So if you're looking in, any of those shops actually sound interesting to you, maybe, check them out at Disney Springs. And finally, heading over to Universal Orlando at the Islands of Adventure, we're getting closer to the, now it's unknown still, opening date of the newest attraction, Skull Island. Universal has teased us again. They like to do a lot of teasing. In addition to the viral web series that debuted earlier this month that we talked about not too long ago in the last couple episodes, Universal has released an official video that takes a closer look to the making and story behind the attraction. Check it out online. You can find it many different places online. And I must say, the outside of the ride looks cool, definitely. You know, how it looks going through the jungle, going in those cars. But, unfortunately, like I thought, it's gonna be the big screens. They showed the friggin' dinosaur attack from the California ride. And it's gonna be a much nicer version. And you don't just go through a tunnel and see this. It's gonna be split up. But so it'll be a better version, at least, of the California version. And there's supposed to be some kind of animatronics in there. Hopefully, at least one frickin' Kong. But yeah, it's basically going to be the Hollywood version of the show, which I dreaded. But at least it's going to be a better version. At least I'm going to like the outside and the scenery. You know? And for God's sake, that woman that almost broke my rib better not be riding that ride when I go on this, whenever that'll be. So I guess I'll have to take the good with the bad on that one. But for those interested, check the video out online. Alright, well, that's the show. I'll be back next week with another Hitchhiking Host Show, and look out for my last Hitchhiking Host Show 101 on this YouTube channel if you're down with Disney history, about Merlin's Magic Shop and a famous celebrity who worked there. Who was it? You gotta watch to find out, baby. Until next time, don't forget to subscribe right here on YouTube. YouTube.com/HitchHostShow. You can like the show on Facebook. Facebook.com/HitchHostShow. Follow on the Twitter and the Instagram at HitchHostShow. And if you want to listen to the show, or you are listening to the show, you can do it on Podbean. HitchHostShow, there we go, .podbean.com, and you can download the show on iTunes or Stitcher. Just search under the Hitchhiking Host Show or West Troop. Until next time, don't forget to
hurry back
for the next episode. See ya.